guys, welcome back to our channel and thank you for your continued support. So in today's episode we are cooking fried chicken drumsticks curry or stew. So all you need are the chicken drumsticks, which after washing it or if you need to defrost it first, you marinate it the way you want it, and then after that put them in a clean bowl after all the processes you need to do. So after that you also need 3 eggs, you need black pepper or red chilies and some cornstarch, and you also need salt for taste. So just break your eggs into a bowl. In this case I used 3 eggs. So after breaking your eggs into a bowl, you need to add your red peppers or hot peppers. You add salt into the mix. You can add some black pepper too if you choose to. Then after that mix it very well and take the pieces of the drumsticks you had marinated and set aside into the bowl and try to dip them into your egg mix. So take one piece at a time, and it's like you are giving them a bath inside your egg. You mixed with pepper, you have salt there, you have black pepper and hot ones too. So the cornstarch, we will only use it after you have dipped your drumstick piece into the egg mix. So if you want your pieces to have that crunchy taste even after you've curried it, it will give it that. So one piece at a time, give it a bath inside that your egg mix, and after doing that you powder it with that cornstarch we made or breadcrumbs, whichever you can get easily. So in my case I used cornstarch. So after that you take the next piece, you repeat the process, you dip them inside your egg mix very well until every part of it is covered. Then put the egg crumbs or the cornstarch all over it. As I have said, that is to give it that crunchy KFC taste. So after you've done all your pieces, set your pan onto the fire and add oil. Allow it to heat to the recommended degree. Then after that, all the pieces of the drumsticks you had prepared earlier, you drop it. So you can see I added some salt into my oil so that they won't absorb too much oil. So add your pieces of the drumsticks you had prepared earlier into the hot oil and give them that drip fry. So normally everyone has their own taste of how they want their chicken to look like, but in my case I love them really deep golden brown. So wait until they are very well cooked in the oil and turn them if need be. So my own, as I have said, you see I love them that way, golden brown, and the egg mix also gave them that deep golden brown, plus the breadcrumbs or the corn flour or the starch. So after you are done with the first batch, you add the remaining if you are left with. So I had some 4 pieces left because of the size of my pot. I couldn't put everything inside, so also deep fry them, allow them to cook very well so that they get that deep golden brown color. So golden brown shows that they have cooked very well. So my drumsticks have been fried, they are ready for for the stew or the curry. So here I have blended red onions. Apart from that, I have tomatoes, fresh ones, also blended smoothly. Then I have green bell peppers too in my ingredients. Then I have coriander sliced. Then I have garlic. I also sliced this. It's ready for a stew. And I have ginger lastly. And of course our fried chicken drumsticks. And apart from that, I have something for seasoning. I have Royco mchuzi mix. And I also have turmeric spice. All my meals I have to put turmeric spice. So I also have Royco mchuzi cubes, that small one you see there. So that is all in our ingredients. So after all that, oil your pan again and add in your spices. I started with green bell peppers and allow it to cook. After that, add your ginger plus garlic onto the oil and turn it until it cooks very well until golden brown in color. So I've not added my blended onions yet, so it's time to add it when the other ones are ready. So add it to the mix of garlic and ginger and bell peppers. So add your onions and turn it very well so that it will get to cook, because they were raw, which are just blended. So when everything is ready, the onion and the mix of other spices have cooked, so the instincts will show you that the onion is ready. So you need to add the next ingredient in our tray. So I can see my onions are golden brown already. So I will need to take the blended tomatoes and add it into the mix. So our mix has blended onions, green peppers or green bell peppers. We also had ginger, sliced garlic. So after that, you mix your stew very well and allow them to cook for some few minutes and add your turmeric spice. So I added like 2 teaspoons of that. So that one will also depend on the quantity of food you are preparing and how you want your stew to taste. So that one will also depend on you. So in the quantity I'm making, I added 2 spoons of turmeric spice into our stew. So you need to do that while it is still on fire. Don't do anything with it. Let it cook while you add your spices. Then I add 1 teaspoon of salt for taste. Obviously, without salt, the food will be tasteless. So remember, I also had some seasoning there, Royco mchuzi mix. So it's time to add our Royco beef spicy flavor. I added that and mix it very well. Remember, our chicken have been deep fried already. They are almost ready for eating. So if you like, I made sure they are ready. So after adding all the spices, it's time to drop in our crispy fried drumsticks into the boiling stew. So you can see I'm dropping them in so that they will cook inside the stew, so that they will absorb all our ingredients and get the taste of our stew. So allow it to cook very well and cover it for some few minutes. So after that, now is the time to add our Royco. Normally you do it last minute. So our Royco mchuzi mix, you can't add it in powdered form. You have to mix it with water, then add it, because that one will prevent it from misbehaving. Normally if you add it in powdery form, it will turn out horrible. So I've added that. After adding them, you mix everything very well and allow your stew to simmer for some 5 to 10 minutes so that all the spices will get into the food. So I have also cubes, Royco cubes for seasoning. I will add 1. It's called the Nor beef. it's in a cube form, so you can just turn it by hands and the powder will drop in. There's no problem here. This one you don't need to add water into it. So after that, you turn your stew. Our stew is almost ready. In the next 3 minutes it will be ready for serving. So allow it to simmer to cover it for 1 to 2 minutes, and let's see how it turns out. Yummy, right? Sorry. So our stew is typically ready. So you can eat it with anything. You can eat it with rice, with be it pishori or basmati or jollof Nigerian rice. You can also eat it with ugali or. Now I'm sprinkling on the coriander or the dhania or the cilantros I had sliced earlier. So that one you only put it last minute, so since it can also be eaten raw. So for you to enjoy all the benefits of cilantros or coriander leaves or dhania, you need to put it in very, very last minute. It doesn't need to cook. So our stew is ready. As I was saying, you can eat it with rice, you can eat it with tacos or chapatis or pasta, or even the Kenyan delicacy ugali. Or you can eat it with matoke or green bananas cooked. Typically anything. So I hope you try my recipe. I hope you enjoyed my cooking. So if you really like this video, please do well to give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to our channel too, support a sister, and don't forget to click the post notification bell so that you won't miss any of our upcoming episodes. So thank you so much for being with me, and I wish to see you in our next episode. Bye bye, and I wish you good health. Thank you for your support as always.